Yeah.
Oops.
Yeah. So, just a little history for us. Like we've known each other now for about 10 years or so, I'd say.
Roughly, yeah.
Yeah, roughly. Me personally, Schaps was like the first like, I guess, real Duncan rapper I ever met. Like when I was just starting to like rhyme. So that was really cool for me, and like just seeing his growth over the years is super cool. And he's been a really
Word.
big mentor for me as well. A lot of
Thanks, man.
pointers and really helped me along the way. So this is cool that I get this opportunity to interview him. So I'm really thanks for having me. Thanks
Hey.
for having me co-host with him as well. So first of all, make some noise for this man. So give us a little bit of background on yourself.
Wow, man, that could be a novel for real. Geez, I started rapping, and I'm gonna date myself, but literally, I think my first show was in '99.
Okay.
Probably started first rapping in '97. Um, I don't know, like,
Did you start writing just like by yourself, or did you start writing with homies, or?
no, we had homies. My first group was called 49th Parallel,
Okay.
and at the time, like, we started in high school for sure. Um, And then, as things progressed, we met some other guys from town. We formed a bigger group. And then we started getting hip hop nights. We kind of expanded from there
Sick.
as time went on. It was it was a different time for sure back then, way before internet and shit.
Social
which,
media.
I'm dating the fuck
So
out
what?
of
What do you?
myself.
What? Let's provide some introspective to what that means. Like when you say before social media, what did you have to do to get people to come to shows?
We put up flyers all over town.
Word.
Yeah, like you'd have to go like print off 200 of them, go put them up, and then the city would rip them down. Then you go put 200 more up.
Hustle.
And then if we wanted
Hustle.
people from Vicar and Nanaimo to check us out, we literally had to go down there and hang up flyers there too.
Yeah.
It was and, yeah, it was a grind for sure.
For sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a lot
that's
of
real.
wasted money.
So you had 49p, and then how did you progress from there? What were your next steps in your career?
We had heard about some other guys in town who were rhyming at the time. We were working on we put out 2 projects as 49p, and then we had actually an artist from the Bay Area link up with us, and we put out a project with him called Project Next.
Oh, sick.
And then shortly after that, we ran into some more guys from town here who made music, and we formed Authorized Personnel.
Okay.
And then that's kind of where we branched out to the rest of the island at the time with Authorized Personnel. We started doing shows in Nanaimo with like Telepathics. I don't know if you guys ever heard of Telepathics, aka the Cassette Sluts. They're old school dudes like Ivy Vines, Midnight and Deluxe. They were the Telepathics.
Okay.
They actually had Rob the Viking was their DJ back then.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm talking old school shit,
Yeah.
man. Yeah. And then Victoria, there was guys like Agro. There was Langdon Auger. There was Half Black Italians. There was Fourth World Occupants. Emotions was in Fourth World Occupants back in the day.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It was. There wasn't a lot of groups, but it was still, it was
Yeah.
cool.
That's cool. So how many projects like do you have like total for either solo and group? Would you say?
Roughly, like, probably in between 10 and 12. I can't be 100% sure
Sick.
because there was some projects I was put on that, you know how it is when you're in big groups. Sometimes shit comes out, sometimes it doesn't, right? So there's projects that people held on to that put out years after that I don't even remember making.
Yeah.
But yeah, probably like 10 to 12.
Sick. So you came up with this 24 in the Valley. I wanted to ask you about this. What sparked this for you? Like you've been, in this area in the game for a long time. You're a veteran. So
What sparked the show idea?
This
Uh,
this is your baby.
I see, like, especially online, more so, I'll say in the States with more so famous rappers.
Yeah.
You see Fat Joe, he's doing a show. Noriega's got Drink Champs. There's a lot of guys. A lot of the OGs are really trying to give back and do things for the culture. You don't see that so much up here.
True. Yeah.
There's
true.
a lot of guys that I would consider OGs that after they were done rapping, they just kind of faded away. And that's, that's no disrespect to them
Totally,
and
yeah.
doing that. But I was like, man, maybe if I can kind of put something, and even Long John
Yep.
here kind of sparked the idea in my ear. Maybe people will fuck with it. Like, I know a lot of people. I've been around forever.
Yep.
I just thought, fuck it, man. Just try something new, try something different.
Yep. It's awesome. How many tracks are you going to do for us tonight?
I'm only going to do 4. I've been sick all week, unfortunately, and I'm not sure how well my lungs are even going to handle 4 songs, but I'm going to try to get 4 out for you.
All right.
Not COVID, don't worry. But
It's not.
I got 2 kids, man, and they bring home all kinds of shit from school sometimes. And I love you guys. I know you're watching at home, but I got my eyes on you. But I was feeling rough even up until yesterday. So we'll just see how it goes. But
All right.
it's not the first time I performed sick.
Fair enough. And I guess final question: what do you have, like, any future releases coming up, or any plans to do any albums or anything like that, or just?
Yeah, I've always got. I'm always making music, just at different speeds, I guess. It depends on. Like the last 8 years, I was working in Alberta, right?
Yeah.
So I was only home a week per month, and when I was up there, I just didn't feel inspired.
Totally.
So I
yeah.
didn't write a lot of music. Still wrote music and still performed, but just didn't. I didn't write as much as I should have.
Right.
But now that I'm home, I feel that bug again.
Nice.
Now that I'm fucking with the local community again, I'm feeling that bug again. I still feel, even though I'm old as fuck, that I can still bring it pretty.
He holds it down. He holds it down for sure.
And yeah, man, I don't know. I'm working on a project with the homie Novel and Bake Shop from Tangible 2.
Sick.
And I'm always working on solo stuff too. Might even be another Fight in the Fields thing coming up. Never know.
Ooh. Okay. Actually, that brings us to Fight in the Fields. We never talked about that, did we? Tell us a bit of backstory about Fight in the Fields. Oh, that was a big one for you.
Yeah. That Fight in the Fields was probably, if you want to say, like the biggest success we've had, because we got lucky, man. We were a live hip hop group. Like, I know, props to Elvis Presley, but we did it first. Man, we did Rifflandia. We were lucky enough. We did Jazz Fest of all places. We were doing Tall Tree. We did a bunch of festivals, which was awesome. We used to get booked for rock shows all the time just because they loved the aspect of the live band.
Totally.
Right? That was probably the most fun time of my life doing music, for sure.
I got to see you guys perform in Fight in the Fields. It was really dope.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun, man. It's a whole different energy when you have a live band backing you up.
Yeah.
And we were such a cohesive unit, man. Like, we used to jam 3 to 4 times a week at Higher Ground back in the day. Peace, Higher Ground. That was the shit. And then, I mean, Fight in the Fields was the whole reason Blender Night started in Victoria, man.
Right.
At Lucky Bar. It was because of Fight in the Fields, right? Because we were selling that shit out every fucking time we performed.
So you just started saying, hey, we'll do this every month?
They just offered it up to the homie Derry Hunley, if he's watching. Peace. He's still one of my homies, best homies this day. And yeah. I mean, it was fun. It was probably my favorite.
Awesome.
Period of music I've done.
Yeah. Dope. Well, should we get into it?
Sure. Yeah. Word up.
Everybody, make some noise for this man. Give it up for this man.
Word up. Thank you, man. Thank you. I'm gonna call.